Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences at the time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, as usual, I have a special sales offer available. And if you would like to know more about the Virgo season themed reading I have going on, there's details about it in the description box below. You can read, or if you have any other questions, just email me. If you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Sagittarius, it feels like some of you are really taking your time uncovering what the truth is behind situations. Some of you are really connected with this frequency of truth, really needing to see things for what they are, really being on the pursuit of concrete definition of situations. And for some, you're not rushing this. There's a feeling here of understanding that time is wise, or that time brings you closer to the real sustainable information that you need, instead of just rushing through the process. It's almost like a feeling that if you rush it, if you rush something, if you speed, it's something here about you. If you fall into the temptation, because it is a temptation for some of you to take things, move with things too fast, it can fail or can backfire into a problem you do not desire to have in your life, something that feels like almost like a deja vu or similar to a past circumstance where that has happened. In some ways, for some of you Sagittarius, it feels like September is a recognition of past mistakes. It's a recognition of patterns you don't want to repeat in your life. For some of you, taking things one step at a time, will really take you into the maturation of things in your life that are growing into that moment where they truly become filled with the maximum potential they have to offer. So basically, it feels that for some of you, you are growing in your power, you are growing in your own abilities one step at a time, and you don't need to rush this process because you feel committed here to the development of your own energy. So it's like, you will reach ultimately the potential of what you desire. It's just a matter of patience and tenacity as well here with the slowing down card. For others of you, this is about taking a relationship one step at a time, taking a process, a natural process one step at a time, because you want to make sure that it's the real deal. You want to make sure that you're committing to something, that it's solid, that it's earth-based, that it doesn't turn to fire. There's something here about you fearing the fire element, which is interesting because it's the one that you are connected with. Here it's about the fire. Here is a fear of destruction or a fear of loss of control, loss of self, or getting burned in situations because you didn't really properly understood what you're dealing with. So if you're meeting someone, take your time with this person, take your time to get to know this person, and also take your time in revealing yourself, in revealing your heart, in revealing your truth, especially for Sagittarius that have feel like you have lost yourself or lost something sacred in terms of self-control that you don't want to lose anymore, or you don't want to see yourself in a situation like that anymore. For those of you, this is about developing your skills and studying in depth what you need to study to get you ultimately to your goal. I do feel like for some of you, there's a lot of transformation also and clarity being shed into the past. I keep getting like mistakes in past are really giving their hands here as a theme for the month for you is almost like in order for you to really have to break through and evolve, I feel like something is evolving. It's almost like you need to reassess the past, or you need to reassess something specific about the past that possibly involved here a connection or an emotional, very strong emotional experience that was brought forward because of it, because of that occurrence. It's almost a feeling like you need to reassess the reality of what occurred, of what occurred, and the reality of what you want now, and if those two same things are the same or not. And it feels like for some of you Sagittarius, your values in love, in relationships, in commitments, and again the value you place in the investments you make is very different from where you've placed value in your past. And so it's almost like you are adjusting to a new energy, to a new set of values you have built over this time, to get you to really attract into your life the real deal, the real things, the things that are going to last, or the things that are going to be true, the things that are not going to deceive you, or the things that are not going that you're not going to allow to deceive yourself into. There's a feeling here of some of you Sagittarius, you've deceived yourself into a situation, and it's almost like you're now coming to terms with that. You're seeing that clearly, that you deceived yourself, or perhaps that someone else or an external energy did deceive you. But there's something here about you understanding your role in it, the role you've played in the feeding of illusions, or in the, it's almost like for some of you Sagittarius, there's something here about, it's almost like understanding that things, is almost like understanding the stages of life and the cycles, and that who you are today and the way you today look at relationships, look at your goals, look at your ambitions, look at what you prioritize as being important in life, are necessarily different from perhaps what you, again, placed value 10 years ago. But there seems to be like a very unconscious process here, like you didn't realize this until you were kind of pushed into this awareness. Like maybe you realize that now you have this age or this history, this background, that when you look to your present time, when you look to what you hope to find in your future, you know, it's not aligned, it's not in the same, it's not the same thing. And it doesn't have to be, because it's natural that as you evolve, as you mature, or as you learn things in life, necessarily things you've previously placed importance, you won't place it, or things you didn't thought you need, you now do need. So there's something about you coming to terms with the timing in your life, where you are in the time of your life, the person you've become during all this process. And if your choices and decisions fit into this new, transformed, evolved version of person you are. So necessarily for some of you, this means that you are now ready here to let go of something, to let go of a tendency, I would say more than a pattern, a tendency to pursue things that are not long lasting, to pursue things that are illusions, to pursue things that are perhaps easy gratifications, or to pursue things that are, again, feeling here like easy, easy things. And not to say that wanting things to be easy is wrong, but it's almost like you need now to be working through situations to place them value. You know what I mean? Like you need to work for them, to feel, it's almost like you need to work for them. You need to apply certain effort and feel like others are also putting in effort, real effort, to place again value in those same things. So you might not value a presence in your life right now unless you see that they are putting in effort to build something with you. And this can be in a romantic association, in a business association, in your family life, in your work choices. It's something here about you being ambitious, and love not being different. Is almost like what you envision as being ultimately the the goal in relationships. It's, you know, a relationship that is almost like a relationship that survives through time, through ordeals, through things that is something like you want a style of relating or a style of connection that is unshakable, that doesn't matter what comes in, it will be worked through. So some of you, either you have been the one with difficulty in not dropping situations when they are too hard, or you have attracted people that drop things when they become too hard. And that's what you're almost like realizing, like that's what you're tired of. You want something to be a continuous progress. And this applies to anything in your life. In September, I keep getting like love doesn't come easy, but it's real. Like it's again that feeling of there might be a need for you to have a certain awakening before you can truly give your love to someone. There's a feeling here of you needing to go through almost like a rite of passage right now that is very spiritual oriented before you can offer love, before you can commit, before you can give anything. And that's again the energy of the slowing down effect here, is that you come, this is an energy that you come with from last month. So taking things nice and easy and slow, it's going to be better because you will know what you will be doing and where you're stepping into. And that's what you want. You just want to know what you're stepping into before you give your all. And it could also be that you need to somehow understand the other side of a situation. It could be that there's also a decision in that is suspended right now because you can't make it unless you see the other side. And it could be again the other side of a situation, the other side of a person, you know, what's behind the veil of something that has been occulted to your perception. You have a strong third eye awakening here, and the eye awakening, the eye is looking to the heart. So again, you need to clarify what's in your heart. And for each Sagittarius is going to be a different situation, but at the bottom it's about what do you have there, who you have there, what are your needs, what are you vibrating in a heart space. Is it about previous wounding? Is it about, again, drawing in past recipes that don't work for you anymore? Or is it about something real, something that you now feel ready to give, you now feel ready to be? So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.